I see lots of skaters getting confused about the C-step, C-turn and the mohawk. Now, the mohawk originates from poor historical choices, and skating should be a happy place where everyone feels the same level of respect and comfort. So it's been renamed the C-turn. The C-step is a rhythm move or in-place dance move, and I'll link to the video for that because it's a completely separate move. So the C-turn is a turn or a transition. So we go from forwards to backwards or backwards to forwards. So the reason it's called a C-turn is because all of these turns make a C on the floor. So if you start on an inside edge, you'll finish on an inside edge. And if you start on an outside edge, you will finish on an outside edge, therefore continuing the curve of the circle. So the first C-turn I'm going to do is going to be incredibly familiar because it is a good old open book turn, and I've done a full video on the technique for this one. So I'm just going to show you what it is. So inside edge, so the arms are in the circle, open position, and the leg goes behind, and my shoulders are still on this circle. So what we don't normally do a lot in skating is you can do this exact turn in a closed position. Now the closed position comes when you put the foot behind like this. And the reason we don't do it very often is because it feels incredibly awkward, but I'm going to show you it just in case you want to give it a try. So this bit's exactly the same, inside edge, arms on the circle, but when I put this foot down, it's going to go past my skating foot, and the foot I was skating on goes to the front, arms still in the circle. Let me show you that one more time because it's quite hard to see. So here, foot goes past and it goes in front. It's really not a very comfortable turn.
So I've got an entire video that breaks down this. It's the open book turn video if you want to look at it in more detail. And what most people miss is that pivot on the front truck when that right foot goes up. So this is the closed version, and there's a really nice push you can get here with that right foot. You can really push yourself away and get some fantastic speed from this.
This time I'm going to show you the open and the closed version of the forward outside to back outside. So I've actually done a video on the barrel roll variations, which includes the closed version of this C-turn, outside edge to outside edge. So let me show you. I'm going to do the open version first. So because I'm on an outside edge, I'm out of the circle this time, and this foot's going to go down onto an outside edge. So it's really easy to remember where your arms go, because when you're on an outside edge, they're out of the circle, and when you're on an inside edge, they're in the circle. So this time I'm going to do the closed position, which is here, and this foot's going to go behind and the foot goes out in front. So all the time we're on outside edges because this is what's giving us the C-turn. Outside edge, outside edge. Outside edge, left arm in front, closed position, leg in front.
So the inside version of this turn definitely feels less awkward, but this kind of reminds me of an outside edge spread. So if you're practicing that, this is a good place to start. Now this is a really nice turn, and we use this a lot in artistic dances because again, you can get a great push with that left foot.
Now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to turn from backwards to forwards. Don't panic, because you might actually find a really nice way to turn from backwards to forwards in here that you like, because some of them are actually quite nice, simple, well-balanced turns. So let's do the backwards inside to forwards inside turn first. Now I think this is a really nice, comfortable turn, so see what you think. Right, so I'm going to have my foot in front. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to open this hip and put the foot down there. I think that's a really nice way to turn forwards. So arms in the circle and turn. You can also do this one in the closed position. So you want to start with the leg in front, and it kind of comes round, tucks behind, and the leg you were skating on goes in the front. Now again, because it's this closed position, it does feel a little bit awkward. So always start with the leg in front, round the heel and onto the inside edge. It does feel really awkward again. It's this closed position is not comfortable. There. So once you get this closed position, you can get a nice snap to it. So it's actually used quite a lot in tangos. So let me show you an example of that. So say for instance I was doing a tango here and then I would snap the turn there. And it's got this real nice staccato move to it. So once you get it, it's a bit awkward, but it's worth getting because it's a really nice turn.
I'm outside here because I wasn't happy with the original version. I'm on that inside edge, and I think this turn is a really nice turn for a beginner to turn from backwards to forwards because you've got that nice natural flow. And now this is the closed version. Now again, you can see here, as I put that right foot down, my weight transfers to the right foot and then that left foot slips round. Did you see how it pivoted on that heel? That really helps me to get that foot round and in front.
So we're going to do the open version of this first, and I've done an entire video on this because this is a really, really nice and simple way to turn from backwards to forwards. So let me just quickly show you it now. So I'm going to be on my back outside edge, and this foot's going to come round and just step forward. Now on this one you need to be really careful that once you step forward you don't leave this shoulder. So when I'm here, I step and I must bring this round. So my arms are back in this circle. Otherwise I'm going to get more of a flat than an outside edge. Because if I leave that behind, it's going to be much more awkward here. So bring it round. And we can also do this in the closed version. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be on my back outside edge, foot in front. It's going to come round and go back in front again. Okay. So I'm here and here. Now this time, did you see that? For balance, I actually left my arms where they were. So I'm here, the foot comes round and my arms stay where they are. Now again, this one's got that nice staccato move, so because you're there and it's got that snap.
I think this turn is another one that's a very natural way to turn forwards. Do you see how I bring that heel round? You can get a really nice push off that right foot. It's a really nice way of stepping forwards. And the closed version, which always feels slightly more awkward. So again, the same as the inside version, I bring that foot round the back and transfer the weight to the left foot so that right foot can pivot round.
Some of these turns do take a little bit of work to just lock in, but if you can, it will add so much variation to your skating. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!